James was sitting on a wheelchair. His brother, Harry, was pushing his wheelchair. They were in a park. Harry brought James here every afternoon and took him back in the evening. James was a fine young man, around 30 years old. He had an attractive personality. The only problem was his legs. He had lost his ability to walk in an accident a few years ago. He was never going to be able to walk again. Harry took him to the bench where he usually used to sit. He helped him sat on the bench and handed him his book. He then smiled and left. James looked around for a while sitting on the bench. Then he opened the book and started reading it. A few minutes had passed when some kids came and started playing with his wheelchair. He watched them playing with a smile. One of them sat on the chair and the other pushed it. While playing, they took the wheelchair a little further away. James went back to reading the book. Half an hour had passed when someone came up to him.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I sit here?
Not at all.
My name is Bella. What's yours?
James.
So James, do you come here often?
Yes. I come here every afternoon.
Great. I recently moved to this area. I'll be coming here regularly from now on. So, what do you do? If you don't mind me asking.
I am a writer.
Oh, really? That's great. I am in university. I want to be a police officer one day.
Why do you want to be a police officer?
My dad was a police officer too. I want to follow his footsteps.
Your dad must be very proud of you.
He would. If he were alive. He died on duty.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay. You don't need to be sorry. Well, James, it was nice meeting you. I'll see you next time.
It was nice meeting you too, Bella.
It had been 2 months now. They kept on meeting at the park every afternoon. They talked about this and that, getting to know each other better. James sometimes felt as if he was lying to her, not telling her about his condition. He had tried to tell her a few times, but could not do so as he feared that she might never talk to him. It was a beautiful sunny afternoon. They were sitting on the bench.
I like you. Why? Don't you like me?
I knew that she liked me, but I did not expected her to say all of a sudden. There is something I need to tell you.
What is that?
Stay with me until the evening and you will know.
They stayed there until the evening until Harry came with James's wheelchair. Then, he helped James to his feet and onto the wheelchair. Bella watched him in confusion. This was totally unexpected for her. She watched him with her eyes wide open. Bella stood there for a moment, and then, without saying anything, she walked away. James saw her walk away with watery eyes. A week passed, but Bella did not come to the park, nor did she try to contact him. He waited for her every day till evening, but she never came. One day, as he sat there looking at the setting sun, he saw her coming. She came and sat beside him on the bench. He couldn't take his eyes off her.
I tried to hate you for the past 7 days, for not telling me about your condition. But I couldn't. I realized that if you had already told me, I would still have fallen in love with you.
A tear fell from James's eye. She reached forward and touched his face.
Don't? You don't need to cry anymore.
The sun was setting as they both sat there, smiling at each other.